So you just get them out the clothes. You just get them out of the jar, whatever you want. Frozen. You can grate them.
Yeah, Dodgy.
What? Tom, how you doing?
I've got my speakers turned on. Hold on a sec.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. I'll just put the camera up. Yeah, how you doing, mate? You all right?
All right, yeah. This is perfect. One viewer and one panelist, and that's all we need, isn't it? Really.
I'm the viewer as well. I'm the viewer because I've got YouTube.
Don't worry, I'll delete this when it's done. But no, I've been really, really bored with the weather. It's just been minus this, minus that, minus. I'm burning wood like nobody's business. It's absolutely freezing. And I'm bored shitless. Fees, right, you Fee? Say hello to Thomas.
I feel love. You're right.
Yeah, she's all right. She's bored as well. We're both.
Oh,
She's watching stuff on YouTube, on Facebook, or what have you.
Oh, it is freezing cold there.
Yeah, it's been freezing cold for a month now. It's been hovering, either hovering around zero. Worst is kind of minus 11 at the moment.
I think we've got snow coming next week. We've got bits of rain here and there, but we've got bits of snow coming next week, I think. So winter's going to start next week for us. So
yeah, I think the snow's going to get to you, and then it's going to come across to me, and so it's going to warm up here. And believe it or not, that weather is going to warm us up.
Right.
So that's your leftover snow's coming here. Yeah. So that's, but yeah, with some freezing rain. I mean, I can't even. I use coke to burn one of the fires. You know what coke is? That black stuff.
Yeah.
And it's frozen to a foot deep. And I've like dug a tunnel underneath this pile of coke to try and get it out. There's a foot worth of frozen coke. I can't break through. It's just a nightmare. It's going out there. There's packed snow on the ground, and you slip over, and it's just. Oh man. I've been looking at maybe going doing some house sitting abroad in the winter.
Really? That's a good idea, actually. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I think everybody's into it. Yeah, but some of these people, they want you to do, you've got to do the washing, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do the laundry, you got to speak Spanish, you got to. Yeah, I'm thinking, oh no, so I'm underqualified for it. There's a nice idea, isn't it? I mean, I don't mind knocking up a few English.
Yeah.
I don't mind knocking up the odd breakfast and doing some DIY and doing a bit of painting for people in the winter. Yeah.
Hypothetically, it's a great idea, isn't it? But
yeah, hypothetically,
yeah.
You need to know the right. But I've noticed that the better these people's pads are, the more the demands are. You know,
yeah.
Very wealthy, they're very demanding in terms of what they want.
It can be nice to just hibernate, can't it? Just I've been awful. I've had a terrible cold the past 2 weeks. It's been awful. Blocked up and just blowing my nose all the time and bit of coughing and it was last Friday, I got terrible toothache. I made an emergency appointment to go to the dentist on Monday, and I went to the dentist today, and apparently I've got receding gums. So I've got
me too.
bleeding gums. So I've got to wash my mouth out with salt water and warm salt water and rub sensitive toothpaste on parts of the gums that are receding. So that's nice to know I'm getting old, isn't it? So
yeah, I'm just sitting. Jerry's just asking on our main chat, how long would you be live for? I said no idea. I was saying no idea. Are you thinking it'd be nice to talk to Jerry, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it'd be great.
Are you thinking of hopping on? Yeah, it'd be nice. Yeah, because I miss Jerry. I mean,
yeah. You're going to see him soon, aren't you? You're going to see him in a couple of months.
Yeah, he's just saying we're going to see him soon.
Yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be lovely.
Yeah, I was going to say, miss you, Jerry. Miss you. Jerry with J as in J. J-E-R-I.
J-E-R-I.
J-E-R-I. Miss you, Jerry. Would be nice to talk. We'll see you soon. Oh, getting too much, isn't it? Nice to. Yeah, I'll go over the top for. I know, I'll go over the top. Yeah, I had this. I went to the. Oh God, my teeth were in such a bad condition. I went to the what you call them, the clean your teeth. Anyway, the hygienist. Anyway, oh man, my gums were bleeding. I used iodine, water, drops of iodine.
What's that?
Yeah, pomidone. Yeah, this stuff works. The stuff where my gums are. This povidone, iodine.
Right. Okay.
It's called No, it's called. This is called iodina, but it's povidone. That's Polish for iodine.
Right. Okay.
It's an old-fashioned remedy. They used to use it years and years ago.
Really?
Yeah. Really? They never use it in operations now.
Yeah.
You know that brown stuff, they swab you with that brown stuff before they cut you open.
Okay.
This is what that is.
Right. Okay.
So you have to water it.
You water it down, but it's basically kelp, from the sea. Seaweed.
Right,
It's basically seaweed.
Right.
But it really works on wounds and as a mouthwash. Some dots of this in the water.
Right.
And then swallow your mouth out.
How often do you do that? Because my dad told me that he's got the same problem, and he washes his mouth out with salt water 3 times a day.
Yeah, the same thing. Yeah, 3 times a day. But yeah, I've done the salt water thing, but I find the iodine does what it says.
Yeah,
yeah. It's But I think it's got brand names like Ovidine and stuff.
I'm seeing the dentist again next week, so I'll ask him about that.
Do you think I found, the bridges where my gums are receding, the teeth have actually started to rot across the top where it's receded.
Really?
So I've got to have some, I can see already how feeble. I put this fantastic mirror up in the bathroom, one of these 5 times mirrors where you can really see every nose hair or hair on your face. And I can really see my teeth, and I think, oh my God, with the smoking, this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
I got a few holes in the front. They need filling out and filling.
I've stopped vaping for 2 weeks.
Oh, no vaping.
No vaping for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
it was really
well
hard.
Done, mate.
Really hard at first, but I've managed to grit my teeth and twiddle my thumbs and stop vaping for 2 weeks so far. So hopefully I can get my mind off things and carry on.
Jerry says, I'm getting ready for work. Might be on in 20 to 25 minutes as I have a 30-minute to drive to work. No pressure. I'm saying no pressure. Join if you can. If you can. There you go. Nice to talk to Jerry. Yeah, so taking your mind. Yeah, take your mind off things.
Yeah. I've been writing a track about if the Disser's Diss. I'll play it to you.
He's had some bad news.
Can't quite hear it, Tom, but.
Can you?
I always put it in the private chat. I'll listen to it later rather than publish it. No, I kind of, I said what I said on his. It's a hard thing. I left some comments. I mean, Fee's been battling with type 2 diabetes now. I didn't want to say too much because my cousin went through what his dad went through, and unfortunately, my cousin didn't make it.
Oh, dear.
But, Fee's been battling type 2 diabetes now for 2 years.
Really?
And it's causing glaucoma and other issues. But now she's finally cracked it but it's taken 2 years to crack. It's 2 years, isn't it, Fee? It's taken you to beat it.
Wow, Fee.
To get it down below in Polish numbers or European numbers, it's 100, and she was always 100 massive, But now the critical bits are down to 89 now, are they? 80. So she's managed to do it, exercising all the time and stop drinking, stop sugar, stop carbs.
I've reduced.
You've reduced everything.
The biggest change has been that I stopped drinking. I had a bit of a stomach upset over Christmas, and I stopped drinking the booze. And I was doing a bit of research on it, and I found out that booze is actually a big contributing factor to diabetes.
Yeah.
So I stopped drinking, and since I've done that, my readings have gone down dramatically. So
brilliant, Fee. Brilliant.
Yeah. So I'm pleased about that. Just means I'll be a bit of a party pooper. I won't be getting drunk anymore.
Yes, I'm starting to realise this. You've got to do things as you get older, haven't you? You've got to give it
the smoking, catches up with you, mate.
Give it the smoking, give it the drinking, all and get really boring. Be really boring.
Exercise more around.
Yeah, it is boring.
It's boring. I've had 50 odd years of excess, so I'm
absolutely.
We've had a good Tom. We've had a bloody good run. We can imagine.
Good innings, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jerry says, I would love to do a chat and drive with you both. Ah, it's nice, isn't it? Oh, I really love your new watch, I mean, I know I joked about, can it read out
yeah.
volts, but it reminds me, don't take this wrong way, it reminds me of the old movies, where you'd have Frankenstein being resurrected with the ammeters. But then I watched the thing, the information you sent, and yeah, that's the guy's background, his dolls and stuff, isn't it? So
yeah, all
yeah,
sorts of
it's totally different. I mean, that's just wicked.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
if anybody ever somebody's got to say there must look. The Rolexes are two a penny, but that watch, somebody must say, "Is that your diabetes monitor or your heart rate monitor?"
Heart rate
And you can just say, "Yes, it's just to check my electricity."
yeah. Yes, keep me in duty, keep me going. Is Tim on holiday at the moment? Is that why it's not streaming?
Well, he's apparently in London, but I
Right,
don't know. I
okay.
don't think he's met with any of the boys. I don't know what he's doing.
Probably met with Kojak and people like that.
Yeah, Tim. I haven't seen or heard from him in it. I'm not on Facebook, am I? So.
Yeah, I would imagine he's just in taking a break from. He won't want to be streaming with his wife, will he? He'll be taking a break and.
He did a nice stream in France with his wife because we enjoyed his stream. Didn't we feel we enjoyed his stream he did in France? Tim's stream in France was quite good, wasn't it? Yeah, we enjoyed that. Yeah, but I mean, this is it, isn't it? I mean, there's only you and I watching. But times it's hard for them, isn't it? And for a lot of people, it's about the money, isn't it? And
yeah,
and now the way it's all going, it's all fighting. I mean, we can talk.
Isn't it? Yeah, it is. Everyone just seems to be bickering about because everyone stopped super chatting and all the donors are.
Yeah, they're fighting over the pennies.
Yeah, all the donors are withdrawing and saying, "I'm not." I mean, I've heard some about saying that some of the donors from Archie's channel have put a cease and desist on Lux's show, sort of saying, "Don't watch Lux's show and don't super chat at Lux's show," to try and get it taken down. Which I thought
right. I have noticed, but I'll be honest with you. I got a bit fed up with Lux poking his nose too much and being, too much of the hall monitor. That's all. But I'm not part of saying don't super chat. I'm not part of saying boycott it, and it's just not my bag really. You're having a bit of fun, and if somebody all of a sudden can't trust you running a dungeon without hopping on and being a hall monitor and timing people out because they've done something on the other channel, it's not what it was all designed for, it's just. But there again, I'm not really that happy at all about what's happening now with all this doxing stuff and what have you. I don't want to be part of it. I don't want to be on a show and then somebody hop on it all turns out into a fighting match and getting personal and stuff. That's why I'm back. I dump my keys and just don't want to be part of it in that kind of way. I join the chat and I might go on the odd panel if I'm catfished on, but apart from that, I just don't have the mojo to do anything because whether it gets hijacked or monitored or it just goes south, doesn't it? It's no longer fun.
Yeah.
I just want to have a bit of fun, talk a bit of watches, and I like the old days. But I think part of all this nastiness that's going on at the moment is all down to the lack of money. Everybody's fighting over the pennies, aren't they?
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Everyone just wants some money, and then they say, then they complain. Well, they don't complain, but they wonder why the other people aren't streaming, you know. And it's because there's not enough candy to go around.
I mean, I think that's it. I mean, do you get the feeling? I get the feeling that a great deal of people that were around when all the hype was going and money. You couldn't lose money on watches. Now that you lose money on watches and the hype is gone, I don't think these people are interested anymore. Or it's hurting them in their pocket or something. So I don't know. Maybe they're not that much. They were never into the hobby as such.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of people are selling, aren't they, Tom? They're selling up and.
Oh yeah. I mean, all the investor people, all the people that got into it during COVID, so like the investor types, the OCs, and all the colony people.
Yeah, that crew. Yeah, the unboxing PKs and Pateks every day, weren't there? Like massive,
the
60K, 100K Pateks
unboxers. We're doing an unboxing stream with 7 unboxings tonight, and it's also like they're all Pateks, and the only from the 4 legitimate brands that we authorize, Rolex, Richard Mille,
Patek, Audemars
Piguet, and so Royal Oaks and Pateks and Richard Mille's, blah blah blah. It's all a big circle jerk, and it's just It's
my only excuse is I became the Rolex fanboy in 1988, so I predate the hype. So I'm 1988 founded, my first one. So I go back a bit. But I think a lot of these people have just sort of exited because they haven't got the stomach for it anymore. They can't take the losses and the inability to sell them, and they're no longer their future in terms of an investment.
That's what it was all about for them. It was all about investment. Them. You don't buy a watch because you take a hit, and it's not about whether you like the watch. It's about, does it lose money? Does it? And there's still a huge crowd. All the Archie crowd, all the Rolex fanboys are still like that. It's like, where do I park my money? Park it in Rolex or park it in.
Silly idea, really.
And I'm looking at me. I buy a heart monitor. I buy. God knows whether that'll keep money. So.
Monitor, yeah. I've got a plethora of blood pressure machines, and God knows how many blood sugar machines have you got for free? She got 3 blood sugars. Well, I did have one, but then I gave up because I was okay. But yeah, it's interesting how it's all turned, and even Archie Luxury has become Archie Not Luxury.
Yeah,
he sold everything. He sold all his luxury stuff. He ought to change his name really to Archie. What's the word for it? Archie the Money Saver or something.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's had a few lifestyle changes, hasn't he? Sounds like he's splitting up from his wife, so divorces aren't cheap, are they? So, if he is divorcing his wife, I don't know whether he is or not, but there's been a lot of rumours about that. So
yeah, I think Archie, that was it. Archie Austerity. Archie, she renamed it to Archie Austerity. Sell. Archie Austerity. No, I think the last I heard, he said he was giving the marriage another go, and
right, okay,
he wasn't going down that track. But with Archie, you never know what's going on. It's like
when he's in China with Mrs. Lai, I mean, you can't say that he's giving it another go, really, can you? I mean,
it's probably his idea, but he's always been the same. Well, that's the funny thing, he's always been the same person, in his
Yeah.
lifestyle and everything. It's not something I would choose, his lifestyle, but there you go, I suppose. But he's never been any different, has he, really, from day one? He's always the same creature. Just has become archie-austerity now.
I was just going to say, if he is splitting from his wife, he's going to need a different property, so he's going to have to put more money into that to pay that off. Like selling the Beamer.
Oh yeah, it's
money to pay his second property off. And
without a doubt,
sell watches to pay the property off.
He's got no more watches to sell, has he? Apart from maybe a Breguet. I don't know what he's got left. A Breguet, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
But divorce is a sure way to lose all your money. That's for sure. I don't think he'll get divorced for that, if only for that reason. Cost him too much. But, interesting road. Interesting to where it's going.
Yeah.
But a lot of people have dropped off. A lot of people are just left with a lot of trolls and a lot of fighting and nastiness. And
his whole chat is trolls, basically, isn't it? People that don't super chat anymore, apart from the odd one or two. And
yeah, there's just the few hardcore that still do, but a lot of people stopped, and a lot of people stepped away.
A lot of people just make fun of him in the chat, don't they? They just old school making
just trolling. Yeah.
Goldberg seems to run the show for him.
Oh, it's just not my cup of tea. The main show, I could never stay up that late anyway to watch it. And Goldberg just, nothing again. It's just not my cup of tea, No.
He starts talking a lot of homosexual tendency talk, and it gets a bit. He gets his rocks off, but the chat. You can see the chat. They get really bored of it. They get really bored of it.
It's just I suppose it would be for anybody. If anybody's over homosexual or over heterosexual, it's the same thing, isn't it? Get a room. It's like it's like we're just not interested in that. It's like keep keep it to the bedroom or whatever, the innuendo and everything. It's like
yeah.
So it's a complete change.
Do you still watch the Luxy show then regularly? Because I'm at work when that's
not really, because I'll be honest with you. I mean, I still can't help it, although I don't agree with it. I'm sort of usually behind on catching up on Curly's show or something, so I always miss the Luxy. To be honest with you, the Luxy show gets a bit, bit boring, doesn't it? I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It's either one thing or the other. It doesn't interest me that much in watches because it's the same old thing usually. And Archie just wants to get off and he's half asleep and not interested. and looks, he does his best. He's also, give him credit. He works really, really hard. But look at the tools that he's got to play with.
Yeah.
It just ends up being a bit of a nightmare, And the dungeons turn into, it's like soldiers of fortune, on their 50% deals, their 70% deals, where we're all fighting over stuff.
Well, they're fighting over pennies in there again, aren't they? They're fighting over the odd sort of $5 super chat,
£5, yeah. But I don't get.
But Jock doesn't need that money. I wouldn't have thought Jock needs that money. Why is he? He's I can see Jock, being out in Abu Dhabi by himself, being a bit lonely and wanting to fire up a stream, but he doesn't need the money.
Isn't
He doesn't need the money.
wealthy, let's put it that way. I don't think he's. I'm not sure how the job's going.
Right. Okay.
But obviously, because he drops the link for the money, so he must want the money. So I'm only gathering it from that. Not just the PayPal. He drops his personal.
He drops his own PayPal link, doesn't he? Yeah.
PayPal, yeah. So just reading that, obviously he has a need for the money. So otherwise he wouldn't be dropping the links.
That's right.
To his PayPal. But everybody's in a different situation. But I think that's changed. The money thing has changed the dynamic, a lot in terms of angers, frustrations, dynamics.
He does get angry that people don't hop on his show, doesn't he? And I have noticed that.
He's angry with me? But yeah.
Really? Really?
Oh, don't you? I've hopped on a couple of times and helped him out. Well, if we're not. Oh, Jock, it's like yeah, whatever. Well, what do you think of Green Room coming back? It's really stirred the pot today. Did you see all that stirring? Wow, that stirred the pot up big style.
I saw some of the show. I kept it playing on my phone and fell asleep, and then woke up at like 5 a.m. with it still playing in my hand, and and then fell asleep again. My phone was still in my hand, but I'm asleep, and he's still playing, and I'm thinking, what the fuck am I got? Why is this still playing? And then just fall asleep again. And then I wake up, it's time for work, and it's sort of like 8 a.m, and I'm getting up, and he's still playing, and I'm thinking, God, what's he going? He's still going, he must have been going like 8 hours now, it's sort of like it's a triathlon, a telethon.
He went for 12 hours. He went for 12 hours,
didn't he? Yeah. I got back from work, he was still going.
Yeah. I mean, I fell asleep and then I woke up again. Fee hates it, and I had to wind it back because then there was some kind of bust up, and I wound it back, and then Fee said, "I'm not going to have to listen to all that again." So Fiona wasn't too happy that she had to listen to all that shout, all of Curly screaming again.
Oh dear. But he's a big Watch Nicholas fan, isn't he? He's a big Green Room, apparently. He's a big WN fan, so I'm surprised about that. He's a big Watch Nicholas fan and a big. I don't know whether he's a Curly fan so much, is he? Or
are we talking about Curly or
no? Green Room. Green Room.
I'm not sure if he's a fan of it. He's just doing. Green always kind of does his own thing, really. He's always been, a bit of a different sort of fella. He just seems to do his own thing, which is fair enough. But I think today he managed to have a go at absolutely everybody, apart from. I think he did have a go at Nick as well, kind of. Yeah, he had a go at everybody today.
He had a go at everyone thinks, yeah.
So,
but he's got Evan, hasn't he? Bondage and
Pyro,
yeah.
Pyro
In the background, stirring the pot. So
stirring the pot, yeah. It's interesting he's come back. It must be 3 years since he was last on.
Yeah. I think everyone's just sort of, oh, he's back. Let's watch him. There's no real content there. There's no real.
Well, he certainly created some drama and stirred the pot today, that's for sure. But no, There's nothing planned. It just sort of evolved.
Yeah, it just evolved. Yeah, you're right. It just evolved. People came on, and other people jumped on and had arguments and had fallouts, and it just evolved. You're right, but there's no prep at all, no preparation. It's just him saying I've dropped the link, jump on. You know, very Archie, very Archie. It's no preparation, but just jump on.
And then they expect to make money out of no preparation.
Well, it's
not, to be fair to other people like OC and that, I mean, they do prepare, don't they? You know, there are other people that. I mean, even Curly, in his own little way, prepares a show.
He prepares a lot, yeah.
He prepares a lot, yeah. He puts effort in, some effort in before he fires it up.
He does, yeah. He does a lot, yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I don't think in this climate people can expect to kind of make money if they put zero effort in, nothing prepared, no idea where the show's going to go, what it's going to do, and just sort of expect the money to fly in. Those days are gone, aren't
they? Yeah, it's funny old world, isn't it? Funny old carry on.
It's a good thing, actually. I think there's been a great levelling, really, in a way. It's got rid of all the, I wouldn't call them riffraff, but, you know, the show-offy people have shut up, haven't they? The overly show-offy people.
Well, I don't know. The show-offy people have still got their little clique. The colony's still going under the OC banner. The colony itself is shut down, it seems, or isn't active, but OC is championing the cause with
but, since the colony shut down, it just goes to show that just lasted 5 minutes, didn't it, really? And then, but yeah, OC does stuff, but you haven't got these every 5-minute unboxings of Patek's that used to go on.
He still has. He's got those shows. He had one the other day. 5 unboxings.
Oh, right. I've not really been watching.
Yeah, he had one about a week ago. 5 unboxings and blah blah blah. I mean, I don't get this excitement about unboxing shows. JJ had one the other night as well. 5 unboxings. And
5 from there.
Something like that, and it's just people showing a Rolex, showing a Rolex or showing the same old sort of watch, and it's
really, Nautilus, Rolex, and
I got tired of it.
Night,
night, Fee. Have a good night's sleep, love. See you later.
Yeah, they're all the same watches, the Nautilus and the Rolex Eye and
Patek
Uzi gets me. I mean, Uzi seems quite keen on his watches. He's buying them every 5 minutes, isn't he?
Uzi just Uzi.
Uzi.
He makes me laugh.
He does. I like winding him up when he goes on about
big gold watches. He seems to be paying loads of people to. He seems to be
big
paying all these people to do shows on different channels, isn't he? Marcelo paying
thousands, wasn't it? It was like a few thousand. And I don't know if it's right that today's thing with Green Room, Curly accused Green Room of taking money off Easy to have a go at him. Sorry, off Uzi to have a go at him.
Really?
So I don't know if that's true. No, it's like Uzi's the new Tan, is he? Do you think Uzi's another new Tan on the block?
Yeah, he's acting like it, isn't he? I don't know. Acting like it, but it's weird. I mean, what he gets out of it, I don't know. I really don't know, because it's not as if the super chats go back to him or anything, but he's getting any money out of it. He's just getting kicks out of it, I guess.
Yeah. Like Tan, I think Tan just gets his kicks out of doing
Yeah,
what he does.
Tan's always got kicks out of running out his show and being the puppet master, and sort of dictating what goes on. Because Archie can't be asked to do anything. So it's
No,
in a
Archie,
way,
I'll see now.
in a way, it's good that Tan has that.
Yeah, otherwise nothing would be happening.
Otherwise, nothing would happen. Otherwise, it'd just be Archie coming on every day saying, "I don't know what to talk about. Jump on, please, and then we can talk about something."
It's only Tan that drives it, saying, "Oh, drops in his $2. Tell us about this, bring this up, talk about that."
Yeah.
Any person that's running the show is Tan.
Yeah.
Nothing. Well, what does Tan really get out of it?
Well, he enjoys the show. He enjoys seeing Archie do his thing, and it's like pay for play, isn't it? It's like he enjoys watching Archie. He enjoys his charisma. He enjoys which is fair enough, But if a couple of bucks here and there isn't much to him, it's like paying to go to the cinema, isn't it? Or paying to go to the theatre.
No, yeah.
It's you're driving the show. It's just unfortunately, he has to come up with all the ideas to drive the show, though.
Yeah, he's driving it. I just find it frustrating. I see him do it, and then Archie's like, he either doesn't answer the questions properly or ignores certain things.
He does. You're right.
He's just not interested. He'll sit there and watch the money roll in.
He's more interested in hearing what Mike the Snake's car he used to drive in the 1970s or something,
Yeah, I know. 1 second, I was going to bed to get my vaping machine out in here. So.
All right.
Hang on, be back in a sec.
Okay.
Somewhere in the background. But I don't find it much fun to watch now. It's not as much fun as it used to be, Tom.
Watches.
Well, I got your text. I don't want to pressure anybody to come on. I just do it if I'm bored. Somebody comes on, I'll keep doing it. And if anybody's bored in the evenings when I hop on, I'll do it. If we go live, people get notifications. I don't. It's a place to chat, and so I have no visions of wanting, the masses to come on and bring all that disaster stuff that's going on at the moment. They can keep that to themselves. I've been going on to when Blondie's doing a bird watching. I've been going on to Blondie. This is how it's bad it's got, Tom. I've been getting onto Blondie's bird watching streams. We watch the birds, and I send her some money for the bird feed.
Really? Why you feed the birds now instead of dogs?
Yeah, she sets the cameras up. We watch the bird feeders. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
You find that a bit more entertaining and less stressful than watching people screaming at each other.
So, what's your outlook on Curly then? You don't like him because he bulldozed the dungeon from the Boomers. You don't like him much.
No, I did like the change in a way. You know, I agree. It was a bit of a bore. A lot of people could see it as a boring place that didn't make money, and boring place that didn't make money is probably true, yeah. But it wasn't boring to everybody. But it was boring to people who wanted meat, this, that, and the other. But I always thought the idea of the dungeon was that it would be this place, and if people were going to step up, they go to the main show. And so when Curly and the crew never wanted to make the step to the main show and create mayhem there, which is where their talent should have been showcased, it was a bit of we had a bit of a fight over it, didn't we? And but then I saw the entertainment factor, and yeah, I mean it brought new entertainment to the dungeon, but really that sort of stuff was main show fodder, really.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess JL and Angelic and
JL, Angelic, Curly.
Yeah.
Who else was there? Nick Chase, then that's when a lot of the personal attacks came on, with I don't know, names escape me, but there are individuals that were regular panelists on Dungeon that got really attacked, maybe because they were in law enforcement. I don't know.
Luke Emtek and Justin Ford.
Yeah, Justin. Yeah. And then obviously Scirocco got upset with the stuff with roundabouts, the old Jimmy Savile as he calls him.
Yeah, that was sad, all that stuff with Justin and Luke, couldn't it? They started their own channel, didn't they? And they did about 3 streams.
Yeah.
Did about 3 or 4 streams and then quit.
So in all of that, there were casualties in what we were doing. When the new boys came in and swept us all to the side, there were casualties.
Yeah.
Hey, how long did they last? They didn't last as long as the old boys, did they? They soon started infighting, and then they just sort of blew themselves apart.
Who's that? Curly and Narc and
Curly and Narc, yeah, they've sort of all parted, haven't they? They've sort of,
Angelic started his channel, didn't he? And Narc just sort of flip flops between any channel that would have him.
Yeah. See, Narc's got a funny side to him, but he's also got a side to him that isn't nice. I mean, it's okay, it's all very funny, unless it's you that cops for it.
Yeah.
It's really, really
Narc
people.
Promoted himself to the main show, didn't he?
Yeah, he did promote himself up to the main show, yeah. But he never does a show. He's just sort of does this hit and run stuff. But now it's getting a bit passé, isn't it? It's a bit. It used to be a bit interesting, but now it's like, it's not as interesting, is it?
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's the thing. Unless you do something fresh and new, it doesn't entertain the punters. But if you look at the punters now, I mean, there's plenty of punters still, but they ain't paying, are they? Not for those that want money.
No, you're right.
They're just there for the train wreck, you know. It's like the people that watch NASCAR, they only go there to watch the crashes. It's that's the way it is. Can't really talk about, anything else really. But we can still talk about. I still love my watches. I'm still not. I think, why the hell do I have them? Because I don't go anywhere to wear them, But this week, I mean, today, I'm thinking, oh, what? I've got to change try and change my watch I wear every week. I'm thinking, okay. Mainly, I look at my watch on the table.
Have you thought about selling the Daytona then?
Well, between you and me, no, and nobody else, because there's nobody watching, right? I love the Daytona. It's probably the best roll I've ever had and ever will have. It's a fantastic piece, and I do actually like it from its aesthetics, the way it wears, so comfortable. And it's a really, really nice watch. But we got Jerry joining us. Hey, Jerry.
Hello?
Hi, Jerry.
Hi.
You all right?
Hello.
Hi.
One moment, I'm gonna get the audio right. It's a little bit on the nuts side. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. It's good to see you. Good to hear you.
Good to see you.
We've got a long talk.
Good to hear and see you guys too. Yeah. I'm just about to head out to work actually. Yeah.
Okay. That's cool.
Why are you so soft? Pardon?
We'll join you on the drive.
Yeah, we'll join you on a drive.
Oh,
just be careful.
Yeah. I will be. Now I've got the audio right. I can hear you guys well.
Right, good. Good stuff. How's Singapore? Is it hot there? Is it hot there in Singapore?
It's warm, but we recently had a cold spell. Yeah. So we're running about 20, 26, 25 degrees. It's actually a lot colder for most people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Most of the time we're running at 30, 34, 35. But now it's 26 degrees. So it's a bit of a chill.
Right.
I'm liking the chill though. I like this winter.
Yeah. 26 is lovely. Nice temperature. That's warm for us in the UK, 26.
26 is a nice hot summer's day.
Yeah. 36 would be too much.
36 is way too warm for you guys already. Yeah. I haven't been on the stream still because I haven't shared if only I think Thomas knows at this point. But I have a few challenges at home. Yeah.
All right.
Really challenges.
So, careful what you say, because we are kind of live. There's nobody watching. We are live on YouTube, but I'm going to delete this when we're done.
No, I bet it's actually no secret. To just our watch community, like myself, Thomas, Abdul, and the Escapement Click knows we have a chat. Basically, I've actually been on my own YouTube talking about it too. My mom got scammed really badly. Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, and she's I've actually had to sold off 3/4 of my collection to try and help her out. Yeah.
Really? To help her out? Right.
Really, Thomas. I still have watches, but there's somebody would say they're all shitters at this point.
Oh so no.
Yeah, I've kept the rest of them, which are not of value to sell at all, but the others are pretty much the big players are pretty much almost gone already. I've only left about 2 high-end ones, and that's it though. Yeah.
Oh, Jerry.
Zero
I'm
Rolex,
so sorry.
totally zero Rolex, all gone.
My dad got scammed, but it was just his email got hacked, and he got loads of emails sent to all his address book, and it wasn't. He didn't necessarily get any money taken from him. But yeah, what happened with your mum then? Did she get
Well,
her finances hacked or something?
oh, it's a lot more complex. I'm okay if Dodger puts his life because you know what? I think it's better to build awareness than to simply like sweep it under the rug at this point. I'll just give you the top of the details. Basically, it was the scam revolved around Bitcoin and Ethereum, or the
Right.
cryptocurrency.
Okay.
And yeah, so basically the scammer originated out of China.
Right.
And my mom had an ad for teaching services, tuition services, for Mandarin. And the
Right.
scammer went through do you guys have what you call Craigslist?
Yeah, Craigslist. Yeah, sure.
It's
Yeah, I know that.
what we have here is something called carousel, and it's
Okay.
something like Craigslist. And
Okay.
basically the scammer
Like
went into
like Gumtree or something, or Gumtree or that sort of thing. We've
Yeah.
got in the UK as well. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got carousel. So the scammer went to carousel and he inquired about my mom's tuition services. And basically his story was that he had a daughter. He wanted to have tuition services done. And it's interesting because he said to my mom and said, why do you have to work at this age? If you went to invest in Bitcoin and Ethereum, you could earn money. And on my YouTube, actually, I've been talking about this actually. I've actually had 1 or 2 series which I talk about scams like that.
Right.
The scammer basically said, look, I can demonstrate to you that if you invest in cryptocurrency, you can earn money. So basically they used an app called the Trust app, which it does exist, and people do use it to invest in cryptocurrency. The thing is that what he's done is because my mom's not familiar with the app, she's basically just blindly trusted him and put money in. How she put money in was she took large sums of money and then she went through these so-called physical intermediaries like money changers. Literally, they're money changers. They take your money and then on the spot, they would do the app and they say, look, you've put $10,000 or $20,000 into this so-called trust app. And they would show it to you and they would say, look, it's in it. So here's the money that I'm taking from you. Okay, we can part ways. So the money literally goes into the trust app, but the trust app, the owner of it, right? Basically, the account holder actually was the scammer in China. So when she was putting money into it, she thought she was putting money into her own account, but the money actually went into the scammer's account.
Oh no.
So when the money changer showed her that, look, your money's it's in your account, what the scammer did was to open a mirror image of the account. So when you look at it, you think that the money's in your account, but actually it's not your account, it's the scammer's account. So all the movement of the money was done by the scammer.
Oh no.
It was really bad because my mom literally moved so much money. She's pretty much penniless at this point. And I have tried to help her bail her out, but at some point I said that in terms of finances, I can't do it anymore because I'm stepping into my rainy day capacity. So that's why I have to let go a lot of watches just to bail her out. And I'm a little bit upset and angry with her because this scammer actually sent her flowers. So,
really?
Yeah. Yes. He sent her flowers. I tried to track down the source of the flowers, where the flowers came from. No address, no company, nothing. I tried to look at the CCTVs and the condo. Because of the time frame being so far, the CCTVs wiped the image out already. the videos out, so I couldn't track down who the person was.
Mm.
What I did find out was I could do the whole mind mapping of the entire scam, like the whole scam thing. And basically, my mom she did so-called like profit from it, but the scammer allowed her to profit the first few times. But where the warning sign went off is that when she actually had to withdraw the profits, so the interest from the investments, is that they would say you have to pay a recovery fee, you have to pay currency conversion fee, any kind of administration fee when it comes to withdrawing like for invested money, which has gained profit. That is a major red flag already. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because because the thing is, if it's your money, why can't you just deduct it off the profits, right? Why do I need to pay you additional money so you can take the money out from me? Why can't I just take it off the profit?
Sure.
I actually questioned one of the scammers because I wanted to find out this. I threw in about $500 just to try it out, and lo and behold, he was like, "Oh, you need to pay $300 for this." After you pay $300, they're like, "Oh, from the admin fees, you need to pay for currency conversion fees." I'm like, "Wow!" So it's never ending. So you keep thinking. You put in, let's say, you put in 1K, and they say, "Oh, you've won 3K." So you're like, "Oh, okay, that's wonderful. I would like to withdraw the 3K profit. Leave the 1K there to grow." So you go in there, and they're like, "Yeah, sure. Pay $500 for admin fees, you can get the 3K. You pay $500 for the admin fees. Oh, now it's $800 because you need to pay $800 on top of that admin fee for currency conversion fees." So it's never ending. So because of that greed to get the 3K, you're constantly like, "I need to pay this money. I need to pay this to get that 3K." And I'm sorry to say, but apparently it's quite prevalent with elderlies these days. If you have any elderlies in your household, you might want to watch out. Get them off the e-banking, mates. Get them off the e-banking. Don't allow the e-banking. Do it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah. Go to the bank physically.
Yeah, because once they get in the e-banking, and I don't know why, because my godfather, who's actually living in Canada, he messaged me out of the blue. Of all the people he messaged me and he asked me about this whole thing, I'm like, "Oh no, not you two." And he told me quite a similar storyline that someone contacted him and he put in like a hefty amount of money. And I'm like, why would you give money to someone you've never met? Because he's never met the guy or the girl, and he's decided to put money in because he could win. And the person just simply ghosted him and never replied back. And I told him, "Look, that money you put in is gone." Okay, because what I actually brought to my mom's case, I brought my mom down to the commercial affairs department, and they actually look at the account. The scammer's taken her money and spread it across 5 separate digital wallets, and it's impossible to get it back at this point. Yeah.
Right.
It's gone. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
So this happened in November when the banks froze my mom's accounts. And
Really?
they contacted me and they said, "You know what? This is serious because your mom's been moving big monies around the e-banking, and we're suspecting it's a fraud case or a scam case.
Yeah.
So if you can't come to an answer about this, we're freezing all your accounts." So her account is still frozen until she gets back. Then what was that?
Jesus.
Yeah, and I came back, and we're waiting for my mom to come back from a trip, and then I'll have to talk to the banks and everything from here on is we're doing it the old school way. Cash, ATM, or the bank for the cash. We're doing everything with cash. Nothing e-banking anymore.
Have you got anything left then at all then, or have they taken everything?
Her life savings are gone. She's got about a few $1,000 left.
Oh no.
Yeah. I mean, look, Dodger and Thomas, even if this goes public, I think it's all right because people need to know the severity of this kind of situations. And I know it's not trending topic. Only what trending topic, but the severity of this is that since last November till this point, I've had a crappy Christmas. I've got a crappy January birthday,
Yeah.
crappy New Year. Yeah, because this and I had to tell my mom, your WhatsApp is now my WhatsApp because I need to see everything you're doing. This person. So the scam has not stopped yet. He's come back with 4 separate accounts, like WhatsApp phone numbers.
Really?
He's not done. He wants to empty her out. So the good thing is at this point we've froze everything. Nothing's moving. The communications are being monitored by me, and I said to her, like, stop, you've got to stop this nonsense.
Wow.
Because I actually told her, I actually observed this behavior in her, like she was clandestinely texting someone when I was with her. And I'm like, who is this person you're texting? Oh, it's a friend, I'm like, what friend is this person? Which friend is this? How did you meet him? Oh, he's got a top daughter who wants to come to tuition, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, so have you met this person yet? No, but he's coming soon. I'm like, okay, I want to meet this person. And the scary thing about it is that I don't know why. I mean, if you compare it across the board, to be fair to my mum, my godfather, who's quite elderly in Canada, got scammed. My mum got scammed. Both of them are in the high 70s and early 80s range. And the worst part is my mom actually took out a loan on her house to get more money to invest. And that's what happened. We stopped the whole thing. But now we have to deal with the licensed money lender. And the thing is that I don't know how deep this scam goes because I don't know if the licensed money lender is involved in it because they missed out a lot of steps in the process and the means testing for making sure that the borrower has the capacity to pay. They didn't do all those steps. So I went through all the legal documentation, the contracts, and I found that there were, missteps and discrepancies in it.
Right.
Yeah. So with that, I was, I made a full police report. I had 4 separate police reports about this entire incident already.
Wow.
Yeah. So right now we're trying, the effort right now is to try and get the contract overturned. Get the contract overturned and remove the caveat that's on my mom's house because basically she'll be homeless. And I can't really house her in because it's not that I don't want to, but my mom has a certain attitude and persona and she's sort of pissed off Mrs. Y2K.
Right.
So I can't be dealing with 2 world wars on 2 fronts.
Yeah.
So that's why at this point I could only do to this juncture is to help you with the little daily, like the daily payments of utility bills and phone bills and stuff like that. But beyond that, I can't help my mom more than that already because the value is way too high. And there is no way I can even possibly help her in any. Sorry to bring such bad news before you guys hit the sack.
No. It's
Jerry.
terrible, Jerry. I didn't realize.
Is this guy in China?
Yes, the guy's in China.
Yeah.
We can't track him anymore because the problem is that he's been using local numbers, probably black market numbers, and he's been trying to reach out to my mom. And for some reason, I don't know why, but my mom sort of, I would call it like almost like voodoo black magic has, so-called like taken into some kind of love investment / love scam. Yeah. So I can only at this point just,
I knew that I knew that you were in trouble with your mum had been in trouble, but I didn't realize the depth of it. It's terrible, Jerry.
It's very big. In my 40 years, just turned 40 years of existence, I've never had to do something so huge. This is the Mount Everest of Mount Everest, because we look at those results.
It is.
Winning the lottery at this point will be a blessing. At this point,
Yeah.
But otherwise, it's now legal matter already. So I can only tell you what I can tell you at this point of the fact that it's now legal matter, and I had to sort of, in terms of watches, I've kept as someone would call it, my shitters. I don't give a shit if it's a shitter. I still have my Breitling Super Avenger 48 and my James Bond Omega. That's two of the high-end pieces. I recently got in Victor, the Hydromax, which you saw the picture.
Yeah.
That is basically one of the new purchases I got, but it felt amazing with that watch. Feels like it's basically like the Rolex Deep Sea Challenge, but with gold. Half it's two-tone. Wow. I think that watch, I think I'm trying to make it positive.
Yeah.
And to simply be a reflection of the negativity that comes off there. Yeah. But I would say, for Thomas, watch your parents and your friends who are elderly. And for Dodger and Mrs. Dodger, do stay sharp. And, if it's too good to be true, even for your friends, it's too good to be true. Yeah.
We try and be careful. We try and keep safe, but a lot of these things now, they're getting very, very clever in what they're doing, and anybody can fall into these traps. I mean, Fiona's just stopped herself and a number of times just falling into some of these traps. Because I don't deal with the money. Fiona does, believe it or not, and a lot of this is on her shoulders, but. I couldn't imagine it. I mean, it'd just be hell, especially at our age. And I can't imagine what your mum's going through. It's terrible. I'm sorry, Jerry. I really am.
No. I mean, I would just ask simply for your empathy and your prayers. Yeah, because I haven't had a very since it took place. I really tried to do funny activities to get myself off the thoughts about it. Yeah, because it's the moment it hit the sack. There were times, truthfully, when I went to bed, I would ask myself, like, even though I can't, because I'm not the guarantor, so I'm not going to be hammered. But a family member who's close to you is affected like this, we try to help them out, and to share the emotional impact of it was when you go to bed at night, sometimes you wake the next morning, you never woke up, because the moment you open your eyes, you're like, oh my God, I'm still alive. And this thing comes to you like a sledgehammer. It lands on you.
Yeah.
So daily, you've actually got to tell yourself to unplug, disconnect, and actually not allow it to sink you. Yeah.
Yeah, the fact that they got your mum to borrow money against the house is absolutely awful.
Yeah, I don't know how she did that though. She really did this beneath the radar. And I'm like, why didn't she talk to me? I mean, but the other part about it, being pissed at her, being upset, is that I've actually said to her a number of times, more than 10, I said, don't you give money to these people. I said, don't give a cent. Don't give a cent. And I don't know why she didn't make like, I literally told her, you don't give a single dollar. I said, don't give, right? It's not, I'm not being nice here. I'm just simply being strict. Don't give a dollar. And I don't really quite understand. That's why for me right now, Chinese New Year is coming in February. I'm contemplating actually not eating the reunion dinner because I felt like I've given her many opportunities, to be honest, to tell me about it. But of course, I wondered why, if I was to say it like this, like, why did you not trust me enough to tell me what you're up to? You should have said something about it, because what affects her affects me as well. Yeah.
But at least you're going to be seeing Dodger and Jamie and Iggy, hopefully, when they come to Singapore.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That'll be nice.
That's the highlight of
Really good to
2026.
see, Jerry. Sorry?
That's the highlight of 2026.
Oh, well, yeah, but under the circumstances, it's very sad. But yeah, we'll try and make the most of it, eh? As we do. We are really, really looking forward to it, and yeah, maybe something to look forward to. Even though it's a dark times.
Yeah, and I've actually planned out some itineraries for you.
Oh, brilliant!
Some ideas and itineraries which I've always brought Rob.
Thank you,
Rob, to the places and eat local food. Higgins has had local food already, so he's quite good for local food. He's actually quite adventurous as well. I would just say bring a very tenacious tummy. I can't eat spicy food, but if you can eat spicy food, I'll make sure to get you something spicy.
I can eat very spicy food. Fiona, not so much. Although she cooked she cooked a Thai curry tonight, which I thought, wow, that's gone spicy for her, so she could cope with that. So yeah, I'm very spicy.
Be careful about the spicy and mixing spicy with the hard liquor, because the tummy lining is not particularly very conducive with that kind of aggression.
Don't worry, my stomach's used to maximum aggression.
Well, the thing is, you could eat it, but if you start feeling a bit like runny down south, should I put it that way?
Well, I'm with you. Yeah. No, I don't get that from. I don't worry. I can drink 3 beers, a bottle of wine, and eat a red hot curry. It's no problem. If I go beyond, I've never gone beyond that, really.
That is very fiery.
Yeah. No, really looking forward to it. We'll do all the usual stuff, raffles and that, and yeah, it'd be nice to do some local things. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to take you guys to the places for the foods where they're not going to rip you off, because when you Google places, they might tell you the hotspots, but the hotspots, they've brought the prices up for the food, so it's actually not worth the money, because you'd be like paying like top dollar just for local food. It's kind of silly.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Yeah.
I did bring
really looking forward to it.
And Jamie to I've yet to bring Jamie to check out the water projects. Yeah, we have so-called like a man-made dam. So I've yet to bring him to see the dam, and probably to show you guys public housing. They have a showroom where they actually put up public housing, and this is their version, but it's really pretty. But it's actually what you call public housing. Yeah. But the public housing here, the prices is astronomical, really.
Mega. Yeah, mega. It's expensive. I know from the time I spent when I was working out there, damn, it was expensive.
Ooh.
Really? Have you been to Singapore already, Dodger?
Yeah, I used to work in I forgot one of the companies in Malaysia. So I was based in Singapore, but I used to drive across the border into Malaysia every day.
Right. Okay.
So the oil and
Wow.
gas on the place now,
Hmm.
American oil and gas base, and we used to. It's funny you could only fill up your car with so much petrol, and you had to have a special piece. I forgot my special piece of paper once when I came back, and oh my god, they were berserk, pointed a gun at me and all sorts. Oh, Jesus.
Well, the relationship between Singapore and Malaysia is still all right. It's just that what's happened is that now you've got plenty of Malaysians coming to Singapore to work because of the currency exchange. Yeah. So Singapore dollar, it's about what, times 3? I think it's times 3. The Malaysian ringgit. Yeah. So
Uh,
a lot of Malaysians travel across the border to Singapore to work. The funny part about our side is people, Singaporeans, go to Malaysia to buy property and retire there because it's a lot cheaper to get a housing there than to sustain a house here. Yeah, especially when
yeah,
you go
absolutely.
private. Yeah, and if you're like back in, I don't know, I think back in the day, Dodger, when you were living in Singapore many years ago.
Oh, I lived in the Orchard Hotel basically.
Oh, ooh, wow, oh wow, this is an Orchard Hotel. Interesting. That wouldn't be the
Spent
Hilton by
months
any
and months in the Orchard Hotel.
Okay. There are plenty of hotels in Orchard now, so when you come, you've got to point out to me which one you stayed at.
Oh, I'll try and remember. I'll try and dig something out.
Probably changed his name as well already by now. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the Orchard, but I used to know quite well there. So, yeah, interesting times.
Yeah, and if you went to Malaysia, you couldn't fill up the petrol with if
It's
you're
yeah,
foreign
yeah.
going, you can't fill up on the 95, the RON 95,
Mm.
because RON 95 is subsidized for them. You have to fill up with RON 97 across. Yeah. And
So
if you
much you're only
go
allowed to have so much in the tank because they check the tank, the fuel gauge. Something like that I used to go on every day.
attack, what was it, Dodger?
I used to look at the fuel gauge. I can't remember which way round it was. It could only be so much. You couldn't go back on a full tank or something like that.
Mm.
Oh, that's so
So you
bizarre.
can't go into Malaysia on less than half. You
That's
have
it.
to go
Yeah, something like
three quarters because
that's it. Yeah, that
Singapore's
was
not
it. Yeah,
happy.
yeah,
Yeah, Singapore's not happy that you go to Malaysia for cheap petrol.
yeah. That was it. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, they checked the fuel gauge. Yeah, yeah.
That's so silly, actually. Petrol's petrol. I'm
It
still
was.
paying.
Yeah, they were really so serious. But what I liked about the landing pass was on. I think yeah, it was Malay. Was it? On the back it says for drug dealers, it's death by machine gun.
What
There's a great big red warning on the back of the card you have to landing card you have to fill in.
immigration card?
For drug dealers, death by machine gun. I thought, okay.
Here is death by hanging for drugs.
Yeah.
We intend to traffic drugs here. Then yeah. And we're one of
No
the
got
countries
involved in
here
it.
that's got like capital punishment for drug dealers. Yeah.
Mm.
And they've actually had like amnesty groups actually trying to flip over that law because they just found it there was no due process, proper due process. Yeah.
Mm.
I'm halfway to
I'm
work
gonna have to
actually.
leave my vape. The vaping machines are banned in Singapore, so I can't take the vape machine.
Yeah.
Really? You can't vape in
Yeah,
Singapore?
Yeah, I'm going to take some nicotine tablets. I've stacked up a load of nicotine tablets for when I go.
Can you not smoke cigarettes?
Yeah, I do smoke cigarettes. I'm trying to stop cigarettes. That's why I'm vaping. But
Right,
vapes
okay.
are banned, so I'm not going to take on the whole trip. I'm not going to take the vaping machine. My sister-in-law, she went to Singapore and it got confiscated.
Right, okay.
Oh, yeah, they check your suitcases for vaping machine.
Yeah, they X-ray it like Dubai when you land. They X-ray it on entry. So if you got anything, it's quite embarrassing. We went as two couples with some friends to Dubai, and her luggage got X-rayed, and they found a sex toy.
What?
And they confiscated her sex toy.
Oh, but it's a little bit of fun.
Sorry, Tom.
The harmless fun. This fun. Is it the sausage? Sorry. Sorry, I call it.
Yeah, got confiscated.
Okay.
Incredible, but true. Incredible, but true story, and how embarrassing. She wasn't happy about it. I mean, I thought she'd just not said anything. Kept it private. No, well, I've stolen me sex. Well, okay, that's private. Too much information. We go on a holiday with another couple.
I mean, if it wasn't immigration should be more strict about like foods. They always focus on foods, livestock, meats, vegetables, and fruits they bring in instead of like focusing on all. I guess e-cigarettes has its bad areas because in Singapore there are people who are taking what you call vape pods. And apparently, the kids who took it, they went somewhat like a zombie. So they kind of like stumbled around. They didn't know what's happening. And even some of the drivers who took vape pods, they actually, when they crashed into someone, they didn't even know they crashed. Yeah.
Jesus. Must have been something weird in the vape.
Yeah. Some kind of weird kind of. And the thing is that vapes, actually, the first thing they banned when it comes to smoking tools was the Arabic hookah.
Oh, really?
So hookah was very popular. When you guys come, I'll show you the place called Arab Street. That was once a thriving place of hookahs. It was literally like, you literally almost think you're in a supermarket in Turkey. And the restaurants thrive on hookahs and kebabs and basically, anything that's Mediterranean. But once the ban came in, they banned hookahs because they couldn't text. Because I think hookahs, they came in like liquid form or some kind of, they put the liquid or something. And because the government here couldn't text the liquid, they decided to just ban hookah totally. And because of that ban, the shisha, a lot of those businesses, people just stopped coming because you could spend like $50 on a restaurant, smoke hookah, have your mates like watermelon or pear or orange juice, and you get all the funny flavors and hookahs, and you could sit there for hours just talking and smoking hookah. Yeah. And after they banned it, all those restaurants, business just died.
Yeah.
And cigarettes are pricey here, and when you do smoke, in a hotel, you have to find what they call the magic. I call it the magic yellow box.
Boxes, stand in the box,
box and smoke.
Yeah.
Restaurants, or you have to, if you're in a back alley, go to the back alley and smoke. You can't smoke like from a building, a government office or a building. You can't smoke like within 5 meters of the building. There's a certain demarcation that you have to smoke. Yeah.
Really?
I'll have to be careful.
By the way, Mrs. Y2K sends her regards, but Unfortunately, she's actually taken ill. She's got a fever.
Oh no.
Um, Anna sends her regards,
Hello?
but she had to go to bed. She's tired. It's late here. Guess what time is it here?
Oh, I can't hear you.
You can't hear me.
Hello?
Can you hear us now? Can you hear
A
us?
Yeah,
little
can you
bit.
hear us now?
Can you
Still can't
hear
hear
us
you guys.
now? Can you hear us? Can you
Yeah, I can
hear
hear
us?
you now.
Right.
Okay, you can hear us. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's late here, so Mrs. Dodger said to say hi, but she had to go to bed. She's very tired.
Oh, no worries. I'm about what, 5 minutes from my workplace, so and I'll have
Mm,
to go offline because the
yeah,
car
yeah.
park signal is really bad, and I can't really do filming in my office because they're very yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
It's been
Uh,
good to see you, Jerry. It's been good to see you.
Yeah,
Sorry to
it's
hear
been
you
great to talk to you.
sorry to hear about
Been
the
I'm
very,
news
very happy to
of
see both of you. And Thomas, I know
yeah,
that
it's good to
you know
see you.
I'm not on
Sad,
top of
sad
my
it's under
game.
these circumstances.
Thanks, Dodger and Mrs. Dodger, but Thomas, I know I'm not on top of my game for the watch shows as I used
oh,
to be.
don't worry, don't worry.
Oh,
If you
don't
got
worry.
trouble, it's
You've got so much
understandable.
responsibility now.
Understandable if you've had a lot of trouble. Understandable.
Yeah,
Yeah,
totally understandable, Jerry.
yeah, I wouldn't know if I could still keep a straight face on the streets, but I guess I can. But um, if you guys want to hear more about the scams and stuff, you can go to my YouTube channel. And
Right.
I won't go into details, but if you have friends or anybody who you're concerned about, you can forward my channel to them and then have them have a listen if they want to.
Yeah.
Basically, it'd be the same format like how I'm talking to you now in the car. So it's just
Yeah.
me talking like that. But I might get a bit preachy and naggy. Yeah.
Will you post your? I didn't know you had a channel. Will you post your link in the chat in the escapement? Is that okay?
Oh yeah, of course. That's fine. Actually, I want to do watch content, which the biggest failure I've ever done was not to do watch content when I still had watches.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Because I was always thinking, it's fine, I can do watch content next time when I have time, and shitstorms happen. Whoop, you know, yeah. But I guess the only consolation is some of our watch friends who've actually cleaned out their watches, and they've sort of have like one and done watches and stuff like that. Yeah. So I guess that's the
Yeah.
only consolation I feel, that at least I'm not the only one who's cleaned out my whole collection. And it's actually given me a different perspective towards my shitters, because I realized that when you have your big end, high end watches, you've always worn them much more than your shitters. But when you had a very bad event happen, and then you start selling and you move on to your mid tier, your low tier watches, then you get to have a different sense of appreciation to them. Not really
Exactly.
taking
I
it for
mean,
granted.
I wouldn't want to call them shitters, to be honest with you, Jerry, because I
Yeah, I
forgot.
wouldn't.
Is it Kareem? Is it Kareem? He had a massive Casio collection, and I went through it with him once. And his knowledge on those Casios and those other watches, he had far more knowledge than It was embarrassing. He had far more knowledge of the Casios than I did of the Rolex I had, and I thought, wow, it's the interest in the hobby. It doesn't matter what
Yeah.
watch it is. If you have an interest
It's
and want to learn
enthusiasm.
all about
Yeah.
them. They're not shitters. The watches are not shitters. Any level watches aren't that. They're part of the hobby, and you still have a passion for watches, and it doesn't matter what it is, be it a Casio, or a Rolex, or a Patek.
Yeah. And you're absolutely right. And to my philosophy, one man's shitter is another man's treasure.
Absolutely, yeah.
Exactly. That's why I would never use that term, because I love my Casios. I have two now. Tim gave me one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've got the one that Tim
my
gave us.
Seiko.
Yeah.
I've got my Seiko's, got the Casios. I've got another thing that's like it's really strange, a brand. I still like them. I still wear them. I've been wearing the Casios this week. Um, you know,
That's wonderful.
using the word shitter is maybe the wrong thing. We could do a
The
whole
term
show on Casios and Seikos. What the hell? Whatever.
yeah. And for me, right, actually, I've taken a different appreciation towards my other watches now. Like the one I'm
Yeah.
wearing today is actually one of my so-called micro German brand, Carl von Zayton. Yeah. So it's actually it's quite simple. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the strap. The contrast with the dial.
Yeah. All right. Don't worry. I'm fine. Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah,
But
hold
we're
on
in a
steering
jam
wheel.
right now. Someone in front has jammed his brake, so yeah. The
Okay.
car safety feature kicked in. Yeah. I mean, we're in a traffic jam now, so people tend to I have idiots here who just love to cut in. I don't know why they love to.
Yeah.
It's like they think that because I'm signaling now, you have to give way to. Where did you learn that? Yeah. And actually, for us, when you and Jamie and Mrs. Dodger come, you observe that this crappy attitude comes from people who drive Continental cars. No offense.
Oh yeah. We have that joke over here with Audi and BMW drivers.
Oh my god! It's not just the Beamers. It's the
The Beamers.
The Audiots and the morons. The Merc
It's
drivers
the
as well.
Audis now here. It's moved from BMW to the Audi drivers seem to be the worst at the moment. Trends change, I
Yes.
suppose.
And it's always very unusual why these people have this persona that they always have to be driving like lunatics. Oh, I'm driving an S-Class, I'm just gonna cut in like that. I'm like, what?
You do a dangerous overtake to cut in to get just two cars ahead. It's just crazy risking your life that way.
Oh yeah, the guy in front just did that. He's driving a BMW. Just looking at him. Yeah. They've all got this ego. It's always that ego. Yeah. I'm driving just a Honda HRV, and I like it. Yeah. Getting great gas mileage on it. Petrol mileage, actually. Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's actually, I like a vehicle that's taller, and it feels like, I always laugh at people who sometimes when they come to the traffic lights, and then they're driving Ferraris, and they rev their engine next to me, and I can't be bothered to look at them because I'm like, why are you wanting to race with me? I'm not racing with you. It's just very childish. I mean, personally, I think that it's just a flex, basically.
Oh yeah. So watches. We were talking about that earlier. Like watches, yeah.
My own personal last car was a Citroen Berlingo. They look a bit like a van. You could have a pallet in the back, and it's like a bit like your car. Bit people carry it vanish. A Citroen Berlingo. I loved it. It was great. It only had a 1600 engine in it with a turbo. I used to have some fun in it. It was great.
Citroen, eh?
Yeah, Berlingo. It's like a multi-van thing,
Familiar. I need to look. I need to Google that up. Sounds very familiar.
Yeah, Google Citroen Berlingo. Yeah.
When I was in primary school, I used to be able to name all the cars I saw on the street. I would look at all the cars from my parents' cars and I would say, I know what that is. I know what that is. What model that is. I had this obsession with cars when I was young. Yeah. More than watches, actually. The watch only came in my late 20s or early 30s. Then I decided, of all the hobbies I've had, The watch one is perhaps the most expensive of the lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, apart from my motorcycle, I love my motor. See, I was never into cars, but I love my motorcycles and racing them.
Yeah.
And so, I spent a lot of money. And then as I got too old, I turned back into the watches. But I was into watches. I got my first decent watch in 1988. So that's how long I've been loving watches. That's always been in the background. But, the major money was when I sold the motorbikes. I bought more watches.
Yeah, I think that even for me, right? When I used to when I look back on my watch journey, it was very simple. It's only one watch at the time, 3 or 4 watches maybe. One that I would wear sporty all the time, Casio, and then as time went by, then I realized, wow, this whole hobby, you when you have a bit of extra money, it becomes a little bit on the part whereby you don't really think anymore. You just gun it for the watch that you like very much. Yeah.
I've not really been wearing a watch because I've burnt my wrist on the. I've been putting logs on the fire and I've burnt my wrist putting logs
Ooh.
on the fire. So the straps at the moment are cutting into the burn. So
Ouch. Is it because you're metal? Is it stainless steel?
metal, yeah. The top of the fire is metal. It's funny. If I was wearing my Casio, the Casio would have taken the burn, instead of me.
But you wouldn't have a strap anymore, would you?
I'd have a nice melt in the strap. There'd been a nice bar. Instead, it's melted my wrist instead of the strap. Yeah. The shame the one day I wasn't wearing a watch.
You might toast the hairs of your hands off.
Oh yeah, it does that. Just putting the logs on. You always lose the hairs off your hands, and I really should put gloves on, but I'm too lazy. Just more of an effort. It's like.
Do you have tongs? Like grabbers to grab it and put it in the fire. The long stick.
These are big. These are big logs. They're just be difficult with the tongs.
Oh, logs! Well, not really twigs, but they're kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if you're tossing logs in, it would make sense. Yeah, but I think I would really take off my watch if I was going to be putting logs in a fire, because no strap actually survives fire that well. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
But
a
you
pity
guys
it was
are
my wrist that
accompanying
got
me
burnt.
from my house, literally from my house all the way to the office. Yeah, this journey sometimes is actually quite perilous because of the it's very mundane, and sometimes at this hour it's just Archie and Tim, and the both of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
So usually
Have
sometimes
something to watch.
Yeah. I should shoot off because I'm gonna turn on the office.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, Jerry.
Exactly.
But it's really
Thank
good
you,
to see
Jerry.
both of you. I hope we do this again soon.
Talk to you. We'll see you again soon, mate.
Yeah, we'll do it again soon. Yeah.
Thank you, Dodger.
Take care.
Thank you,
You
mate.
guys take good care too. See you soon.
Bye, Jerry.
See you later, brother.
Dobranoc.
Right, I think I'll call it a night myself, Dodger.
Yeah. It's what time is it here? It's 1:11 a.m. here.
Yeah. Get yourself to bed, mate.
Yeah, it's past 12 your time. Well, thanks for hopping on. We'll do it again. Anytime you fancy a chat, sometime, just let us know and I'll fire this in there.
Do it. What's to do daytime on? Get the forest on.
Yeah, well, just let me know if you're ever bored. I'm most the way it is at the moment, I'm always bored, so keep me company. It's a shame about Jerry, it really is.
Yeah, that is terrible news, isn't it? Really was. About him and his
all on his shoulders, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. Do you think I should delete it or leave it?
We were talking about other people in the Archieverse, weren't we? So You could leave it, but I'd delete
You never
it.
said anything bad. Didn't say anything bad, so I've got nothing bad to say about anybody anyway. So there you go. Don't do that. Just stating the facts. All right, Tom. Thanks for company, mate.
Okay, mate.
You take care. Hope to see you again soon, sometime London way.
Yeah.
Well, not London way. Well, anyway, I must come up to York, actually. It's a nice place to visit.
Yeah.
I'll be up in Wales in May, but I don't know if I'll have enough time to go to a wedding and family in the family house and everything.
All right, okay.
So I'll be mid Wales. I ain't too far from York. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'll pop in sometime. Anyway, mate, you take care.
Okay, mate. I'll see you later.
All the best.
Take care.
Bye. Bye.